Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Trojans ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to the running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
2nd and long here. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now here's Russell. Throws for the tight end. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times, and it climbs in the end zone. But that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Poor starting field position here for this offense. From the gun, it's Jordan. Turning it on! Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. to throw. It's Mayava. Finds the tight end. They'll stop him at the 22 after a 5-yard pickup.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
At the 40, there he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff.
Snags it, and there's running room. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football, and I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Trojans. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Keelan Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. Makes the grab. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Trying to get started. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Using his legs, it's Jordan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Working the ground game. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Can they catch him? Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Tide ready to roll on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The run inside. It's Hill. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
From the red zone, it's Hill. Breaks the tackle. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Alabama pushing the tempo. Throwing Russell. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Extending the play. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Might as well run him again. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Third and 3. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more.
Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Mayava. Rushes on. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school and everything was taken away, and he could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a home run. Nothing doing, and he takes a big loss on that run.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He's got an open man. There he goes to the left. The 20. He's at touchdown, Bama. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Mosley. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Trojans. Extra point here will tie the game. And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Keelan Russell fires to the wideout. Dangerous throw on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. This time it's complete. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Unloads it left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Looks it in. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's first take a look at Georgia State taking on the number 17 team, the James Madison Dukes. And it's Georgia State sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide left, it's Bowman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Looking for a productive play on first down. Hits inside, it's Jordan. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The give is to Miller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Left side, it's Miller. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Right side, it's Miller. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and the first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Sweep, freeze, return. Shift. Booster, go.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Escapes the pressure going right. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Now you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, USC! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Throwing Russell. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Moving out to the right. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys that...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Russell. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Now here's Russell. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Fields the punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone, and they've grabbed the lead. Powers through the defender. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking for a man. It's Mayaba. Throws to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Out wide left, it's Bowman. There he goes. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Run in the red zone, it's Miller. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football.
Makes a grab and run the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And I know, having talked to the quarterback before the game on the field, he was telling me, if I can just get this guy the ball, good things can happen. I think he saw it right there. Nice route, nice catch, but really good job after the catch, too. He was smelling the end zone, wanted to get it.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Keelan Russell. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Sets his feet. It's Russell. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. It's a fumble on the play. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Wants to go up top on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9.
Black 14. Black 14. Where did he go? Shift. Go, go.
The give as they work on that clock. On the stop.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Let it go.
Miller with the ball. Plows through the defense. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Right back to it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need 1 first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick give. It's Miller. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's changing the play.
Sweep.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Hands it off. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Throwing Russell. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.